Greetings and all those good things. Alafia, it is your sis Ashaki coming in with this live new moon and Scorpio reading. I'm hoping things go well because I'm trying to record on two different devices at once. Hopefully you can see me well, but I was just really interested to see what message Spirit had for this new moon in Scorpio. What I'm already feeling and seeing as far as the energy is an energy of an uncovering. So we all know, peace, sharing. We all know that in this time of year, the veil between the physical realm and the spiritual realm becomes super, super thin. With that being said, the spiritual activity tends to increase, but also the messages that come through. But what I'm seeing is right now that there's some truths being revealed in people's lives that are not nice, but it is necessary. You need to also understand, because this is the end of the year and we're going into a new year, that some things are going to fall by the wayside, and some people will too, because truth be told, they can't go with you in this next season. So I was just really interested just to see. So I'm going to pull some cards and I'm going to get some clarity cards from the Oracle and just see what comes up. So what does Spirit have for us on this new moon? I hope you're preparing. For people that perform rituals and things on the new moon, this is a good time to set some new intentions for the new, for this particular time of year, for what you want for the following year, and so on and so forth. So let's see. Oh, I see a lot of good things. Might be some blockages to some things, but all right. So first of all, we got some celebrations going on. We got the Three of Cups. I'm using my Afro Goddess Tarot deck, by the way. This is my favorite deck of all time as far as the tarot is concerned. When you see the Three of Cups, it's a celebratory time. Some of you may be celebrating a birthday, anniversary. You may be celebrating new jobs, new businesses, so on and so forth. So you can see some party stuff going on. Some of you are trying to get to the ultimate happiness, the Ten of Cups, but it came in reverse. So when I see that in reverse, some of you are not believing what you are capable of having. Anytime I see a card in reverse, I don't take it as a negative. I take it as a blockage too. So some of the blockage that some of you are experiencing and having the life that you really desire is, number one, you may not be celebrating what you've already accomplished. And a lot of times it's hard to realize anything else because we so focused on what's not going well that we lose sight of what is going well and what is happening good. And because you're blind to the blessings that you already are experiencing, that's blocking you from everything else that's trying to make its way to you. So get clear about it and be receptive to that. Some of us, and I'm guilty of this, some of us don't believe that we're worthy of experiencing these things for whatever reason. And some of it is subconscious programming, things that we were told when we were children, and some of it is, we grew up with people that didn't realize their dreams. And so because of that, because we're so used to people not being able to experience what they want in this life, we believe that's our narrative, but that's not your narrative, and it doesn't ever have to be your narrative. Another thing is, because of things we've already went through, it's real hard to think we're going to have the love that we really, really want if we keep getting our hearts broken. But, even though, I just did a video on my YouTube channel about me never being in a healthy relationship. Even though I've never experienced that, I've not been in these loving relationships that I so admire that other people are having, doesn't mean that I've lost the faith of believing that I can have that. I can have whatever I want. I know this. I've been able to turn a lot of my pain into power. Peace, cuz. I see you, Mel. Anyway, hi, Brittany. Thank you for joining. But anyway, just because I've experienced all of this heartache and things like this, it doesn't mean that I believe that I cannot have the healthy relationship that I so want and desire. You know, I do believe that. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, in this deck, she's enjoying, or this is how I visualize it. I intuitively feel like this person is fully enjoying and reaping the benefits of that which she has worked for. Pentacles represents our earthly possessions, worldly possessions, money, you know, and all these things. But this card came in the reverse. So again, you having a blockage from enjoying that which you've accomplished or are working toward. Like the abundance is there, but you're not getting to it because you don't believe you can. You know, some of it, again, goes back to subconscious programming, but some of it is us not realizing opportunities when they present themselves. I am so guilty. I've had this, I'll share a short little story before we move on to the next part of this, and I'll shuffle the next deck. There is a company, a radio station actually in another state, that has been wanting me to be on, like do a 10-minute interview. How they found me, I don't know. Why they want to interview me, I don't know. And I literally have not called these people back. Not called them back. It could be an awesome opportunity. I feel that it is an awesome opportunity, but I have this blockage of why, like, I am not, there are so many people that are doing awesome work. Why would they want to talk to me? There's so many people more qualified. Why do they want to talk to me? So my thing in my mind is I'm not where I want to be yet. I've not gotten to that level yet. And so we let things pass us by, but realize that you are worthy of these things. We have the Justice card. Now, the Justice card meaning that some of you have been waiting for some judgments to come forward. You may be dealing with some court issues. You may have had some things tied up in the courts, some paperwork, some legal things that's been going on, and that you've been waiting for judgment to come. You've been waiting for that justice to be served. Your time is coming. So be at ease about it. Don't worry about it. Understand that all order and justice is coming your way. Peace, peace, peace. Be at ease. Don't get into a state of worry. Keep your head cool. Keep your emotions together, and understand that, you know, the judgment, your justice is coming. You don't need to do nothing. Just sit back and allow these things to come, because it is. And then lastly, as far as the tarot is concerned, we have the Six of Pentacles. Some of you, this came in the reverse though. So with this card, it is really expressing the fact that, you know what, this queen, she's standing on her square, she's feeding people, and she keeping her eyes on the goal, because she knows if she take her eyes off the goal, then these people may try to usurp, try to take her position. But with it being in the reverse, again, some of you are queens standing on your square, and you either are not believing that people are capable of snatching that which, they can't take what belongs to you, but it can definitely cause you some strain and distress. But you're going to need to get your focus back. Some of you have gotten a little bit too trusting of people, and everybody that's around you is not rooting for you. I know that's hard to believe, but baby, we in the season right now, and you can mark my words, and going into 2020, it's not going to get any better, where the truth of people is going to be exposed. Everybody that smile up in your face, that sing your praises in your face, that act like you, the bomb.com is not who they're showing themselves to be. Everybody that says they love you with their mouth does not mean they really love you. And you're going to see it. And it may be painful, baby, but you need to wake up. You got to wake up, because they want your place. They want your spot. So you're going to need to make sure that you're protecting yourself by all, you know, in all means, in all formats, in all areas, and even move, especially now. Some people is doing some work, and I ain't talking about a physical work. I mean a spiritual work. They may be doing some things to harm you spiritually. So make sure you're doing your protection. Make sure you're taking your spiritual baths. If you need assistance on that, I'm going to be offering some spiritual baths. That's not a shameless plug. It is what it is. So if you need to get those herbal things, you know, you need to get your hands on some herbs that are not available in your area, I got you. You just need to let me know what the purpose of what you're trying to do is. Now, moving on to the oracle to kind of bring some clarity to some of this, what I've said. The first thing, I'm pulling from the Sacred Traveler deck. I'm using my Goddess Guidance, and I'm also going to pull from a new deck that I have, the Moonology deck, just to see what we got going on. So first of all, we got Finding Sanctuary. Finding Sanctuary as far as Sacred Traveler. Opening to your spiritual source. So I'm going to pull the message for this particular card to get a little bit more clarity. This card is all about tuning into your spiritual source. Some of you need to rest. We're in that season of rest and rejuvenation. You got something to do. It's a time for you to retreat. It's a time for you to pull within. It's a time for you to reflect. Find that inner refuge. Be a safe haven for others. Some of you are meant to bring others into a place of peace. They just chaos. I am that one. But what I'm learning is to balance between me being a refuge for others and being a refuge for myself. So sometimes I have to pull away and not be so available. Make sure that you understand your healing comes from within. So the more that you tune into self and go within, the more that you will find that healing and rest and restoration that you are seeking. Your difficult situations also can be helped by going within and seeking that rest from within, their inner sanctuary. So anyone that knows me knows I deal with altars, and I have multiple altars in my home. But the most powerful altar that exists, whether you work with them or not, is the altar within your own self. Meditate, reflect, take time with yourself and be with yourself. Take time to give yourself what you are needing at this given time. That's going to help you fight the battles that you have coming up. That's going to help you move into this new season. That's going to help you to tackle all of the obstacles that seem to be coming your way. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. That's your energy source. So make sure you're taking time to do that. Find your inner sanctuary. In the Moonology, we have the waxing moon. And precariously, this is no coincidence. We're in the new moon in Scorpio. Right after a new moon cycle, the moon begins to grow again. That's what a waxing moon is. The energy is gaining momentum. So whatever you set your intentions for during this full moon, and remember this full moon, new moon, that energy is prominent 3 days before, 3 days after that new moon cycle. After this new moon is going to be growing, waxing into the next full moon. So set those intentions, write them down, read them out loud. Everything that you intend, even in going into 2020. It's a great time to start planting seeds for the next year. So go ahead and be doing that. Make sure you cleansing that energy body and understand that whatever you putting energy into now is going to grow. So do not sit in places of despair, desperation, pain, anger, because whatever you plant a seed in right now is going to grow. Because this is new moon, this is the dark moon that's going to grow into the full. So be mindful of where you place your energy, love. Be mindful. Okay, and let's see which goddess has a message for us. And for everybody that is on this live, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this space with me. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to share some more things. Okay. Oh, this is so good and so on point. We have the goddess Ostara. This is a fertile period. Ostara, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. That last piece, the new condition, I think it's very important, especially in the new moon. So that's why I was so excited to see Ostara, because this is all about newness. A new moon is a new time for you to reset and speak into what you want for a new condition, a new life. Some of us are dealing with new mindset and new spiritual pathways and new projects and new inspirations and new relationships. New. Breathe new life. Even if you had something that was already in existence, it's never too late to breathe new life. So I want you to tune into your ashe, your own spiritual energy, and start to breathe life into these new things that you really, really want. One thing that I'm understanding and learning, you know, I've spoke on this so many times, spoken so much on us being co-creators over our lives, but it really never made sense to me until very recently. Very recently. The life that I'm living right now is a life that I dreamed of a couple years ago. The peace that I have in my home is a peace that I've been praying for multiple years. The ability to do the things that I do right now is something that I asked for. With that, though, I've had to detach from certain people, certain mindsets, certain ways of being, thinking, feeling, and still am. And it's very difficult. It's not easy to do that, but it's necessary in order for us to fulfill that which we really, truly desire and to live the life that we have asked for. But you can totally rewrite the stories. You can totally change the narrative. You do not have to live the life that the people that you have been with or even are related to have lived. We don't have to be who our mothers were, our grandmothers, or whoever else. We can totally write a new narrative. We do not have to suffer from the ills of society if we choose something different for our lives, but we have to take affirmative action. And that's why I said speak life, breathe life, direct that energy into what you really want. Energy flows where you put it. It's going to flow where it goes. It's going to go where you flow. So make sure that you are resting, rejuvenating, getting focused, understanding who you are, queens and kings, gods and goddesses, and so on and so forth, because celebration is yours. It is time. So I'm excited for you all. Oh, one other thing Spirit is telling me to tell you. When people show you, there's a quote by Maya Angelou that I'm going to, because this is what Spirit is saying right now. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. There are going to be some relationships that are going to end. They need to. You're going to need to detach from certain people because they can't go where you are going. And some of them don't mean you any good. I'm telling you. I don't care how long they've been in your life. I don't care how much they say they love you. They don't, baby. They are attached to you because they are benefiting from that attachment and connection to you. So release, my love. Release. Keep going. I love you all so much. That was for you. Good. Pay attention and take heed because, you know, I don't sugarcoat and I don't give fluff. I just give you what Spirit give me. And this, when I'm reading for you all, I'm reading for myself too. So anyway, I hope the best for you, and for anyone that is wishing otherwise, may the lessons of life come into you. As my ear always says, I wish the lessons of life upon you. So sending you all an abundance of peace, love, light, and always balance. Until the next time, I'll let you all later. Have a beautiful Sunday. Peace. You are welcome. Welcome.